All right, so move on to the next segment. I'll be sharing my Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia pay-per-view fight prediction. So, next Saturday in the world of boxing, we will be seeing Devin Haney defend his super lightweight championship at the 140-pound division. He will be defending his WBC world title against Ryan Garcia in his first title defense at the 140-pound division in the sport of boxing. So, before we get into that, there's something I have to touch up on for this fight. And that's the ticket sales between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Now, the ticket sales are not doing great. As I record this segment, we are 6 days away from that monumental fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, and the ticket sales are not doing well. And the fact that the tickets are on sale with 6 days left to go before the fight is pretty bad. And Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia has been a dream fight in the sport of boxing for quite some time now. The two have history between each other. This has been a dream fight that's been brewing and building for years in the sport of boxing because of their amateur years, their amateur history between the two respective fighters, both young stars in the sport of boxing. But this fight between the two respective fighters should have been taking place on the West Coast, both being from California. And it's not looking good for their ticket sales, for their pockets of what they're going to earn from the ticket sales from this fight taking place in the Barclays Center, because it looks like they're not even going to shatter what Gervonta Davis and Rolly Romero did in the Barclays Center when they set their own boxing gate record in the Barclays Center in the calendar year 2022. And for someone like Ryan Garcia, who has said he was the reason why Tank and him did a million pay-per-view buys, I don't honestly see this pay-per-view hitting more than 4 million pay-per-view, or excuse me, 400,000 pay-per-view buys between himself and Devin Haney. And Devin Haney, this isn't looking good for him either, because he's supposed to be one of those guys he's got the resume, but he's still not a marketable star in the sport of boxing. So I think this is going to hurt both of them in terms of being a marketable star moving forward. Definitely unfortunate that this fight that the promotion has been okay, but I feel like they should be on their way to selling out the Barclays Center. And from what I just saw, it's not looking like they're doing that. But let's get into the fight prediction. So we'll be seeing, these are my storylines heading into this fight. The amateur history, like I just touched upon a few moments ago. The rivalry continues. It's 3-3 in this rivalry, counting all 6 of the amateur fights. You look at the track record, Ryan Garcia has won the first 3 amateur fights. But then Devin Haney has won the previous 3 amateur fights. So we're at 3-3, and we're in a Game 7 situation like Ryan Garcia likes to call it. We're going to see which fighter walks out of the Barclays Center with that prestigious WBC world title at the 140-pound division. So then, my next storyline is Ryan Garcia mentally ready for this fight. And what I mean by this, I say this with all due respect, mental health is important for every human being living and breathing on planet Earth. But what we've seen from Ryan Garcia over the last month or so heading into this fight, we've seen Ryan Garcia have some social media episodes. He's been trolling on social media with celebrities, boxers, anybody that's famous, you name it. He's been trolling on social media. So with all this happening, me personally, following Ryan Garcia on social media platforms, I've seen him troll more on social media than actually posting training montages, training videos. So is Ryan Garcia 100% focused on Devin Haney? Time will tell. So then, Devin Haney. Is Devin Haney ready to add another impressive victory to his young boxing career? Right now, Devin Haney has one of the best resumes in boxing. He's only 25 years of age. He's already a former undisputed champion in the sport of boxing, being the first ever four belt undisputed champion in the lightweight division. He has marquee victories over George Kambosos, beat him not once, not twice, beat him once and twice in his backyard in Melbourne, Australia. He already has the most impressive victory of his boxing career against Vasily Lomachenko, and just dismantled and dominated the bully on the block and Regis Prograis, who was one of the best fighters at 140 pounds in the sport of boxing, having Devin Haney's best performance up to date when he dismantled and dominated Regis Prograis. So is Devin Haney ready to add another top tier victory to the list, defeating Ryan Garcia? So this is my tail of the tape for the fight. You have Devin Haney, who is 31-0. He has 15 victories coming away of knockout. Currently, he's the reigning defending WBC world champion at the super lightweight division. Currently stands at 5'8" and has a reach advantage of 71 inches. Then you look at Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is 24-1. He has 20 wins coming away of knockout. He stands at 5'8" and has a reach advantage of 70 inches. So the height is close and reach advantage is close, both being at the same height, but the reach advantage goes to the world champion in Devin Haney by just 1 inch. So these are my game plans for the following fighters if they want to walk out of the Barclays Center with that prestigious WBC world title at the super lightweight division. These are the following game plans that I have designed out for the respective fighters heading into this fight. So starting off with Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan Garcia has to look for that he has to land that signature check left hook. That signature check left hook is everything for Ryan Garcia. It's his best weapon, his best asset in his repertoire. And I do believe that he's going to have to land that a lot if he wants to win this fight. Now, he cannot be predictable when he's about to go for the kill for that signature check left hook. But that he needs to land that, but he needs to not be predictable when he's about to go for the kill to try to land that. But he needs to land that check left hook in this fight against Devin Haney, excuse me. But next game plan, he needs to cut off the ring. Now, walking down Devin Haney and cutting off the ring is a tall task, but Ryan Garcia has the speed power. He has the lightning speed hands and the power to intimidate Devin Haney if he wants to in this fight. So I think it's going to be key for him to cut off the ring. Hopefully, Derek James has went over this in the game plan for Ryan Garcia, because this is a perfect game plan for Ryan Garcia to try to cut off the ring against Devin Haney. And Devin Haney, why I say this is Devin Haney has shown weaknesses in the past when he's got hit with some power shots. Say what you want, Devin Haney, I'm not taking anything away from him, but his weakness is power shots. And we've seen Devin Haney hurt in that ring before. So a powerful striker like Ryan Garcia should try to cut off the ring and use his power against Devin Haney to land some power shots, because we've seen him hurt in the past. Last game plan. I think Ryan Garcia needs to fight on the inside against Devin Haney. He's got to use his power. He's got to use his hand speed to fight in the inside, fight in the pocket against Devin Haney. Because I do believe, like I just said, Devin Haney has shown weaknesses of being hurt in the past. But if he could fight in the pocket with Devin Haney and not be scared to get his hands dirty, fight in the pocket against Devin Haney, it could, and land some body shots, it could be lights out for Devin Haney. If he could land a clean liver shot to Devin Haney fighting in the pocket like he did to Luke Campbell a few years ago. Remember, if you guys remember when Ryan Garcia fought Luke Campbell back in 2021, he landed that signature liver shot to the body, and it was lights out for Luke Campbell. He could never recuperate, could never get back up and answer the referee's 10 count. The same thing could be said to Devin Haney, with him possessing a lot of power. So these are following game plans for Ryan Garcia to follow. Now, Devin Haney. Devin Haney's got to win the counterpunch battle. Devin Haney is one of the best counterpunchers in the sport of boxing today. And Devin Haney has amazing footwork as well. When you look back at that fight, look at the film, look at the footage of what he did with Devin Haney fighting Regis Prograis. He won the counterpunching battle. He was way faster than Regis Prograis and used his amazing footwork to make Regis Prograis look silly for 12 championship rounds in the sport of boxing. And just like Regis Prograis, Ryan Garcia does not have the best footwork. Now, as flat-footed as Regis Prograis, I don't think so. He's a little bit faster. But Ryan Garcia does not have impressive footwork. And you've seen that when he fought Gervonta Davis last spring. His footwork was not up to par, and people can use the rehydration clause as an excuse, but Gervonta Davis was head and shoulders above Ryan Garcia, and one of the reasons why is because of footwork. And I do believe that Devin Haney and the department of footwork is going to be faster than Ryan Garcia in this fight. Now, the next game plan is target the body. Just like I just said, like I said a few moments ago when I brought up the Tank and Garcia fight, it would be really smart for Devin Haney, who already showed he's got way more power at 140 and does not have the pillow hands that a lot of people said he had at the lightweight division. He possesses a lot of power at 140. And we saw that when he dropped Regis Progress in the third round of that fight. So I think with Devin Haney being more comfortable at this weight division, having more power, he can intimidate Ryan Garcia and target the body and potentially land a knockout shot to the body in a similar way like Gervonta Davis did to Ryan Garcia last spring. So don't count out that of Devin Haney doing that by way of victory by landing a knockout body shot. Last but not least, Devin Haney's got to use his jab. Devin Haney is one of the most talented fighters, pound for pound, one of the best talented fighters in the sport of boxing. But the best thing about Devin Haney is that jab. This jab is his bread and butter. He has one of the best jabs in the sport of boxing. He's up there in the conversation for one of the best jabs, stiff jabs in the sport of boxing with guys like Shakur Stevenson, Dimitri Bivol, Terrence Crawford. I could go on and on of guys that got that sweet, stiff jab to their resume, to their repertoire, I should say. But Devin Haney has that. And if he can land that stiff jab every time that Ryan Garcia keeps coming in, stiff jab, stiff jab. If he can keep landing that to get Ryan Garcia not coming in, I do believe that could lead to Devin Haney frustrating Ryan Garcia, to leading to a lot of mistakes that Ryan Garcia can make in that boxing ring. I do believe that Devin Haney could capitalize on that all night long if Ryan Garcia does not know how to slow down that stiff jab that's coming right down the middle. But with that being said, I'm going to go with Devin Haney to successfully retain his WBC super lightweight title against Ryan Garcia by unanimous decision. If Ryan Garcia can manage to land some power shots against Devin Haney in this fight, we could be on pace for an interesting fight in the sport of boxing Saturday night. But I do believe that Devin Haney's skills are just going to be too much for Ryan Garcia. I do believe he's head and shoulders above Ryan Garcia. You have Devin Haney, who I believe is an A+ fighter, compared to Ryan Garcia, who I do believe, all due respect, is a B+ fighter. But I do believe that Devin Haney's skills is going to be the difference maker between himself and Ryan Garcia. He's just a smarter boxer. He's going to use his boxing IQ. He's going to use his amazing footwork. He's going to use his boxing abilities to outbox and outclass Ryan Garcia in that boxing ring. And I just believe that Ryan Garcia banking on a check left hook, being a one-trick pony, if you will, depending on that shot all night long for a knockout victory, that's not good enough against a caliber fighter like Devin Haney, who is pound for pound one of the best in the sport of boxing. And that's the difference between a world champion and somebody who is a B+ player. So I do believe Devin Haney is going to successfully retain that WBC world title by unanimous decision against Ryan Garcia. But that is my fight prediction on this weekend's fight between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney.